Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK, coming to you this morning from a very cold Lincolnshire. It is, well, the white is disappearing slowly, but yeah, it was a very frosty, not too icy, but an extreme hard frost this morning, so took up in nice and warm and crafting. So I hope you're having a good morning wherever you are, and thank you for joining me. Let me just try and hang my, I think that's it, microphone wire up, sorry. So today it is filling in or creating some signatures for this little beauty, which I made a week or so ago, and the signature that I had ready for it yeah, wasn't going to be anywhere near big enough, so I rehoused those signatures. Just going to cut those off, they do keep fraying, so they're going to be lush again soon. Yeah, so today we're going to do one of my favourite things, which is just put signatures together from, put all that on the floor for the Hoover upper, yeah, from just a myriad of junk papers pulled in from everywhere. Now, it is quite a big book cover, which is why I didn't have the right size signature last time. So yeah, the middle is going to be about, because the spine goes in a little bit, so the middle is going to be, you know, I've got about 16 centimeters wide here, and I usually have about 12 or 13, maybe push it to 14, but I've never had like a 16 centimeter wide signature before that I can remember. So yeah, any A4 pages that I had printed, when I folded them over and cut off the you know, the border that my printer was leaving, or does leave, still leaves, they were just way too small. So let's just fold an A4 in half, because I probably should know the size of it, but I don't. Right, so an A4 gives us just shy of 15 centimeters. Oh yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, I don't mind a little bit showing there, and there are going to be some bigger ones because I've got book pages, but yeah, A4 amongst other book pages are going to be good in here. Right, I'll come back to these owl book pages in a minute. Let's just, I think I've only got one of this one. Is this an A4? Well, I suppose as long as it's that size or bigger. Yeah, that is an A4 as well. So yeah, I don't know if I've got anything that's bigger. I'm going to put the signatures together. If they look a bit small, I might bring a couple of my books in and take them apart, because I've got books, you know, floral books, bird books, children's books, those kind of things, and put some papers in that are bigger. But we'll just make these A5 signatures up and see. If the worst comes to the worst and it's still too small, I'll just make another cover for them until I get the right one. Okay, so what have I got with me? Let's have a look. This is always the fun bit, isn't it? So these 3 owl pages. Now obviously I can't, well I can, but I'm not going to turn them over and use them that way, because I want these beautiful owls. And the reason I haven't cut these owls out is because on the back there is another owl, and I didn't want to make that choice, and I've got 3 pages like that. So I'm thinking they may become tip, or they will be tip-ins in this journal. So I'll just put those to one side. Okay, so here I have, right, now you can see I've still got borders on these. That one's a bit of a misprint, but it can go in on these digitals. Now I could just live with them and ink them. I think I might. Yeah, we have been making on camera some of these. Let's just bring them in. Don't know how far over there you can see. Just grab the whole thing, and then, well, that's where that squirrel is. Looking for you this morning. So yeah, we'll be making some of these page edges. I've got quite a few going now, look, and I was thinking I could cover perhaps some of these when I've made them. Yeah, perhaps I needed longer ones than I made. That one, you know, for example, that would cover some of the white on that. Did I make a lot of them short? I made a rare, quite a selection of sizes, and I've still got strips, so we can make some bigger ones if we want to, or we could just put ink some strips and put them down. Yeah, so there's ways round those white edges. So what have we got? Let's try and do things into, we've got 3 of those. So these were like kind of misprints that I just sprayed tea solution on here, just to let the ink run, and yeah, I've only got 2 of those, so that's probably why I put that in. Yeah, so I can maybe stencil over that and ink it and what have you to make it the same. So that's 3 of those, 3 of those. I brought 3 of those, which are those Amazon papers that I bought a while ago, like tea and coffee stained, but they're like photocopies. Oh, there's a lot of pink pages there. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, and an offcut, and there's glitter on them. 4, 5, 6. So we might have two pink pages in. Yeah, 3 straw pages of straw paper, offcuts. There's another one of those. 1, 2. Okay, 3 more digitals. 3 recipe sheets that have been tea dyed or coffee dyed. What have we got here? Book. Now these are nice and big, aren't they? Let's see what size these are when they're folded over. So these are from a geography book. What did I do with that A4? Oh no, they look big, don't they? But they're, well, I suppose they are, look, what, 1/4 centimetre wider, that's all. Did I have 1, 2, 3 of those? I'm doing well. These pages from a book as well. It looks like I've got 4 of those. 1, don't know about him. I like these index pages. 2, 3, just some college lined ruled paper. 3 thin card dividers. Yeah. 3 pages from a school exercise book, and 3 sheets from a things to do today book. Okay, so I'm going to fold all those up and make them into signatures. What we've got here, just a few spares. Yeah, and then I will once again offer the signatures up in here and see how far off we are. So we might as well fold them as we separate them, if you see what I mean. Now obviously I could turn the camera off, assuming it's on. It is. And do all the folding and come back to you, but I know some of you like to see the process, so I guess I'll just leave it running. I think need a bit more room here. Need room to fold. Move him up there, and you up there. Okay, that's better, I think. Perhaps I should just put these on my knee. Yeah, so you can fast forward if you don't like it, and then those who do want to watch can, and just hope it doesn't become too long a video. I mean, again, for me this is all part of the fun. I enjoy this just as much as I do any other part of creating a junk journal. Yeah, the folding the pages over, and you know, creating signatures. And I love it when I make these, you know, proper junky ones without the kits. I love doing kits as well, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I love the eclecticness of all these odd bits of paper. I mean, that one's got a little blue stain on it there, and I like that. Yeah, so not, oh, that one has 2, look, must be an ink blot or something. Yeah, so I love cutting and sticking. I also love folding. I think these look a little bit narrower actually. It's pretty, isn't it? So this is one of the Victorian flower books, but I can never remember the title of it, but it's one of the really well known in journal circles books. Something about a Victorian flower garden. And this is a Purnell's geography book, which has got some nice interesting black and white pages in it. Yeah, so I've got coffee dyed stuff in here, but I've also got, you know, white pages, so these are gonna mingle in well with them. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I think once I come out of hospital and I'm back on my feet, so to speak, I'm going to make more junk journals with my books, taking my books apart, 'cause I've got so many books on my shelf here, and they've been on my bookshelf a long time now. I'm never going to get through them just using an odd page here and there, so yeah, I might be making quite a few of these. I'll still make my kit journals, but yeah, I'll be making quite a few of these. Right, now you are I see now, you're a printing error because you're upside down. But I'm still going to use it because I could probably cover the back bit that's upside down. Or I could simply embrace it. Have I done the same there? Yeah. So what I've done, I've obviously put it through the printer, and it's been, when you do double-sided, oh, is it? Is that wrong? Right, yeah, it's upside down. Yeah, you can do double-sided to, can't remember what the word is now, something along the short edge or something along, flip, that's it. Flip along the short edge or flip along the long edge. Did I only have 2 of those? Oh, this must have been the 3rd one. And I've obviously had it on flip along the long edge, which will make it upside down on the back, obviously. Yeah, so I'm hoping this is going to fit this this book. It is an awful big book cover. Learned a lesson there, but if it doesn't, it's going to be still going to be a lovely journal. These 3 signatures, just a slightly different journal. We'll get there eventually. Right, these pink ones. Yeah, I didn't count, did I? I should have perhaps counted up how many pages, but obviously it's a big book. It's going to take 3 big signatures, so I think you can go up to about 13 easily in a signature. So, and some of these pages are very thin, so I might get away with 15. You never know. I certainly wouldn't go above 15, even in this book, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to add a pop of colour, this, isn't it? And those file folders amongst all the coffee dyed and the black and white. Yeah, this is a journal for me. I'm keeping this on. It is special to me because of the cover itself was the first Edith Holden book I acquired, and I think it's a very old one that I've got. So yeah, I definitely want to keep it. So yeah, just recently, I think the last 3 journals I've kept. So I made one for my Happy Mail, which I'm obviously keeping. One for, that's a pain, isn't it? One for my, I'm going to have a go at journaling in the hospital, my hospital stay. Yeah, that needs something on it, but we can deal with that once it's in. And then this one. So yeah, 3 journals, more than I've owned ever, you know, for my own use. So yeah, they'll be nice on my bookshelf. Did I only have 2 of those? Was I having something instead of one of those then? Don't know. I'll have this, yeah, we'll put that in. William Shakespeare paper, that was out of a William Shakespeare book. And these digitals are believe these are blue backgrounds from Artie Mays on Etsy and Etsy and YouTube. I nearly said Collage Type then. I say the name of Nanine's shop so often. It just popped into my brain. Right, let's see how many we've got, because I think I bought those evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I must have known, because by the time I've tipped that owl in, we will have 15, won't we? I'll add them too, otherwise I'll forget completely. Just try and put them all in piles before I get them the right way round. Right, so fingers crossed. We'll just put one together and then see what it looks like in the book. In the cover, I should say. 2. Let's put this one together then. So like I say, these are all going to be inked and everything, but I will do it once it's together. I'm just going to start putting some bits and pieces. I can decide entirely where I want it at a later time. And I'm not going to make all 3 the same. I'm going to make them different. Well, I'll just make them how I like them, and then they'll turn out different, presumably. Yeah, so looking forward to it. So what are you guys doing? I hope you're all well and getting some crafting in. So that's a nice big one. In fact, that might be too big, that page. We should probably have a look at that. It might be a little bit on the big side. Yeah, it's definitely too long. So shall I take strips off or fold it over? I think I will. I think I'll fold it over, because I've got those lovely margin lines that will help me do that. Then I can either glue it down or have it as a flip out, can't I? Yep, even with the margin lines I can't fold straight. That's better. Well, yeah, it's better. It's not straight. No. Oh well. We can't be perfect at everything, can we? I'm sure there's something I'm perfect at, I just can't bring it to mind yet. Yeah, that's better. Whoops. Maybe I'll have you tucked in and then you won't get caught for now. Yeah, I could just stick them down if I wanted to and make the edges a bit stronger. Yeah, it's definitely bigger than all the others, which are all seem to be A4 apart from that one. So I think it might have to be cut down. Having you on the outside? No. So let's decide about this. How much too big is it? Yeah, if I cut that top margin off, we should be about right. Okay, so I've made an A3 size, A5 size signature. So the question is, what will A5 look like in here? I might go with all the file folders on the outside, because they're just that little bit, you know, thicker. They are very thin card. But are you part of this one? You are. Yeah, so that straw paper's a little bit smaller as well. Yeah, I don't particularly want you there either. Let's have, what do we want on the inside? First page we open it to, what would we like? Shall we have digital or? I don't know, I quite like it like that, actually. I've got that owl to go in, haven't we? Right, so we need you to be here. You're not going to fit. You are not going to fit in the cutter, are you? Right, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut that off. Nice line to cut along. Oh, I hope it's the same the other side. I think it is, because I've cut a lot of these pages up previously. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, where are we going to fold you then? Oh, luckily the owls are the same side. When you turn them over, that's good. Yeah. Am I going to get... I really would like some of the writing on there, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'll have to fold it in half, so it won't be readable as such. The other half will be on the other side of the signature, but yes. In fact, this very first one that I make, I'll put it in the other way, just so that I can see the owl. That's straight. Oh, I've got Pussycat in the garden. Not seen him before. He's quite cutie as well. All brindle and fluffy. Should we put you around there on the pink? Oh, took my eyes off and he's gone, so maybe he saw me. Okay, let's put it in first and see what we think, because obviously we'll need all three. Oh yeah, actually that's going to be fine. Lovely. Ouch. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. I'm wondering then if to turn the camera off while I make the other three. Yeah, piece of upside down there. Cutie. Yeah, loving those owls. Oh, I'm quite excited about this. It's going to be lovely. Luscious. I even like the way the papers have gone together, and I really didn't. Right, you're very thin for the middle. Very, very thin. What shall we do in the middle? We want something with a bit of clout, don't we? I've just seen that card there. What do we think to that? No, it's only one. I would have to find some more. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have that in the middle. Yes, I am. Because I'm going to need some thickness, aren't I? Now, the next question is, am I going to... I don't think I am. I'm not going to make the edge even. I'm going to... yeah, have different... Because I'm going to put some... That's right. I'm going to put some page edges on some of the pages, which will alter the shape of the edges as well. Okay. Where's my file folder? There. Because I used that for... I even like these bits on the bottom, look. I could even hang some dangles from that if I wanted to. Yeah, just so I know where to fold this chappy. Roughly. Little owl. That's straight. Little owl and tawny owl. Shall we just go for it then? Let's see. Let's see what happens if we just do it the way it is on here. Oh, we don't want those two pinks together though, do we? Should we have the owl in next? I think I might have that paper in twice as well. Never mind. It's white. Oh, you need chopping down, don't you? Let's go blue then. This one feels like it's got less in it, I don't know. And you. And you. Pink. I'm going white at the front this time. Did I cut it on here? I did, didn't I? And cut it before I fold the margins in. I'm going to have fun filling this one with pockets and things, embellishments. Squeak. Yeah, I suppose if I wasn't in such a hurry I could do this on the scoreboard, but you know me, once I start, I hope you can see. I did check the camera angle once, but oh. Good morning, Mr. Next Door's dog. Perhaps the cat's in their garden now. Yeah, so we're going yellow, that one, and then yellow. I quite like those, yeah, those file folder things. Just gone around the corner, that one, but that's okay. Okay, let's cut the stuff down first this time. So we're on the third one, it's not taking too long. Shush! It's not going to, is it, if there's a cat there? That would be asking too much. We're going with blue here. Definitely annoyed about something. It sounds like a get out of my territory kind of bark, doesn't it? Let's just have the word owl on show. And this one wasn't it. So, what have I got to tell you today? Don't know. Let me have a think. I've had all my appointments at the hospital up till now, so everything's a green for go. All I've got to do is have a COVID test in about 5 days time, 6 days time I think, and then as long as that's clear, I've got to isolate completely the second I've had that, but it's only like 3 or 4 days before my operation then. Yeah, and then we're all go. So things are happening fast now. I'm just getting ready to decamp to mum's, which is what I will be doing the minute I've had my COVID, I think, test. I think we've decided that's probably the best thing to do, because we can properly isolate there, just the 3 of us. Yeah, I haven't. A lot of you have asked me how Hayley's doing. I haven't heard from her today. I think she's suffering a little bit, bless her. So Hayley, my daughter, our daughter, she's mine, got COVID. If you wasn't listening to the last video that I was on, so everybody knows somebody that's got it, right? Now, because I didn't know what to chat about, I've got a few questions and I've got them written down. A few of my subbies sent me and said, what about this, what about that, things I don't know or I could talk about. I forgot to bring it with me, of course I have. I've just remembered one of them is, what's my new crafting space going to be like in the new house? So for those of you who've just joined me, not only am I having a new knee, but I'm having a new house too, although we won't be having it until the end of April. We're not moving until at least the end of April, which is probably when I'll be ready to, you know, be walking about and cleaning a new house a little bit and what have you. So my craft room, it's going to be a 2-bedroomed house, so my craft room will be a bedroom upstairs, which will be lovely, and it will be it will have a single bed in it as a spare room, because what will be lovely will be to have mum over, you know, on holidays and high days, and you know, if we're going for days out and things like that, we want an early start. And what colour thread am I going with? Yeah, it's got a big built-in wardrobe in it, and it's got a what we call an airing cupboard. I don't know if that's just a, you know, an English terminology, or if you folks abroad have that same. I just want, I know I probably made one, but I don't know what happened to it. A template. but an airing cupboard is where that used to house the what we call an immersion heater, so a water heater, I guess. Yeah, used to house the water heater, and still does. I think it probably has still got one actually. We just don't use them very much. Oh, I guess some people still do. Found some card. We're all right in England now, but yeah, it was called an airing cupboard because people would put their clothes in it once they'd washed them and dried them to actually air. Or is that just a Yorkshire thing? I don't know, but I'm thinking of taking this middle piece out of here. I don't know if you can see, because that will still leave me, well, I'll be able to rip it. It will still leave me the card to play with when I want card. So yeah, it's got one of those cupboards in the room as well, which will be shelved and hopefully full of my crafting things. But it's a double windowed room. It's not dual aspect because they're both on the same side, but yeah, it's got 2 windows, so there'll be like a window for me that I will have my I measured it and then didn't, what am I doing, 3 centimetres. Yeah, to have my craft table under or near, and obviously then there'll be a window across the other side of the room where the single bed will be. I mean, we've moved from, obviously this is a big house here, this is a 4-bed, but we've moved from a 1-bed bungalow, and yeah, if we had people to stay, it would have to be on a bed settee in our lounge, which is not ideal, especially for, you know, people like Mum who really want their own bedroom and what have you. So yeah, it'll be nice to have Mum to stay, and yeah, it'd be nice to have the grandkids to stay. Very nice. So that's something I'm really looking forward to in the new house as well. And I won't have to clear up the craft room, you know, because there's room for both. I might eventually have like a I'm going to be able to fold this, it's quite thick. Yeah, I might have a screen or something that I can just pull across, you know, a fancy posh one, we'll see. Should somebody be staying, but it will only be like Mum or the kids. We're not a great one for other visitors. Yeah, so that'll be nice. Right, yeah, I probably should have done paper. I thought I was clever using card, but so what I've done is I folded it up the middle to find the middle. I'm persevering, I'll get there. But yeah, normally if you do a template, do it in paper, fold it in half, and then fold that half in half again, so you've got 4 pieces. I really ought to ink what I've done, didn't I? Again, it doesn't have to be too much of an exact science for me, as long as I've got them equally across. So I'll explain more to you. So it hangs. I want it to hang in exactly the same place. As regards the spacing, I'm not too worried as long as it's somewhere near, which is a good job, isn't it? Looking at how hard this is to fold. So in theory, I have folded that piece of paper, card, that is the size of the spine. I folded it into 4 equal parts, and I think hopefully so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, very nearly equal. So I then want to fold it in half that way, so I get the exact centre. Yeah, and I do want that in a straight line, so that when I use this, I will use these 3 cross sections here to put my holes in. Yeah, and I do want them in a straight line. So what are we going to go in from the top? Let's have a look. So the book is 9 1/4 or 23.5 centimetres, and these are going to be about 21.5. So I've got a centimetre to play each, you know, so it'll sort of go in there, the signature with a centimetre each way. Yes, I'm thinking if I do 4 centimetres, just thinking, I'll explain to you what I mean now. So from the top, let's put a T up there so that we know that's the top. From the top, I want to fold it over at about 4 centimetres there. I should have done it the other way so I could ink it. Yeah, so just like here, that's where I'm going to put the 3 middle holes. This is where I'm going to put the 3 top holes. So in here, oh, I don't know, it's not, oh, it's quite thick, it's very thick actually. And then I'm going to turn it around and do again 4 centimetres from the bottom, or thereabouts. Make it nice and straight, Denise, that's it, ink it across. Yeah, so you can see like here, here and here, that's where I'm going to put the awl through to make holes on my spine, the book spine that is. And then I'm going to make sure the T is at the top, and then I'm going to use this same template to put the holes in my signatures. So I need a book, I took one out of here to lean on so that the awl can go all the way through. Right, and I probably should, shall I clip that in place so I don't move it? What do we think? That should do it. Did I get my, I did. Oh, my awl seems to be bungless, there's no bung on it. I'm going to start at the bottom here where it's clipped then, so yeah, through that, where I've put that little dot all the way through, and lift it up, ouch, and then yeah, really go through your spine, because I've got a thick piece of card in there, and then the same there. And because we use the same template on the pages, the signature pages, we should be, oops, we should be in line, all 3 signatures. Yeah, at least you can see those through there, that's good. Okay, so the same in the middle, straight through, push it so that the needle is going to go through, and again, oops, yeah, they look nicely spaced actually so far, pleased with those. And again, try and get it exactly on that cross part. Yep. It's going to be a chunky one with those, what did we end up with, 15 pages? Oh, and I'd put an extra one in that middle one. I just must remember the others want something in the middle. Yep, so again, lay flat, come on. 3 holes there. And that's where the strings are going to go. That's it. Yeah, my new house has also got a kitchen diner, so I'll be able to have a dining table in the kitchen, because I love to sit at the dining table while I'm, you know, doing things in the kitchen, cooking and stuff like that. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Oh, that couldn't have been better in the middle of that pansy, could it? Okay, so they're nice and easy to see, super. Right, so what I wanted was some more cards to go in the middle of those signatures, and I'm thinking I may well have to. I've got some, but I can't for the life of me think where they are. I may have to turn the camera off. Gosh, I will. I'll have to turn the camera off to find them. Okay, I'm back. What I didn't do was look how long I'd been filming before I turned it off. But look what I found, some Edith Holden cards. Yeah, lovely. So, because of obviously the Edith Holden cover. Yeah, that's because we need to do these now, don't we? So, it's probably going to be a long video. Where's the middle? Did we have the owl in the middle? Don't think we did. No, we've got that in the middle. Lovely. Oopsie. Just trying to tamp it all down a little bit in the middle there. Use some of these little clips. A bit more in the middle. Just on one side, just while because I need to open it out and two little. I've got the bigger ones in there. Got those are massive ones. I don't really want the massive ones. Let's see if I've got some big paper clips. Oh, stuff everywhere. Oh, bling. I wanted some of those really huge paper clips. Come on. Because everything's at a different size. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get something to hold that in place. That's it. Yeah, so to just kind of hold those papers in place while I wanted them both on the same side. That's it. Is that right? Yeah, just while now you only need one. I'll use the middle ones, I think. And part of this, we're not putting all three in, obviously we're only putting one in. Are you held in place there? I think you are. Yep, so you just offer that up. Where's my top? T for top. That's it. Do you know, my brain just shut down then. So I'm going to find the middle of the signature, which is that the lowest part? I believe it is. And the highest part is there. So we've got 21 and a half. So that is 10, 10 and a half, 10 and 3/4 is the middle. I'm going to put a tiny little dot there. I'm doing it in purple pen so you can see. Pencil might be a good idea, but completely up to you. And then with a T at the top, line that middle mark on the template up and make a mark where that top line is and where the bottom line is. Yeah, can you see now how those who haven't seen it before, those line up with that and they will line up with that? Does that make sense? I can now put a big clip on that. Like that. And that one's ready to go in. So, we need to do that 3 times, I'm afraid. This one's got this in it. Make sure everything's the right way up. That's it, tamp it down if it'll let you. It's not going to stay put, is it? And yeah, clip one side. Oh, it might just, oh, it has got it, look. Another one of those, see if it'll get it from this end as well, that would be good. Oh, it has just. Super. Okay, so again, let's see what this one, they should all be roughly the same, but we'll check from top to bottom. Yep, 21 and a half, so 10 and 3/4 we went, didn't we? Middle. There. And then back to the template. T for top. Which it isn't. Was you telling me? this is at the top. T for top. Don't suppose it would matter too much with these, because I could turn them round, but if you're doing a kit, it very much does matter about your pages being the right way up. Yep, and again I can put a big clip on here. Yeah, so it's not too time consuming, this part of it, I don't think. Once you've got a method and you follow it. Yeah, here's me and my big mouth. You see, this is where everything goes wrong when I say that. Oh, so the other front, yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased to have those Edith Holden cards in there. I've been wanting to put some in something. A couple of these. Hold it on. Yeah, the paper clips were a good call there. Those big paper clips. I'm holding that middle piece. Birds are singing to me. I don't know if you can hear. It must be on the roof of the conservatory. And then we're going, let's see, measuring 21.5, that's good. So we've got 10 3/4 and there, have we? Yeah. And then, oh no, what have I done with my template? It's there. Actually, I've just found the other one now, look. I knew I had it somewhere. That's the paper one. Never mind. It all worked out. So in line with that one. And in line with that one. And a big clip. Okay, that's the easy bit done. All I've got to do now is, oh, I've got to put some holes in these, haven't we? Forgot about that. It shouldn't be too difficult though, just like we did with the centre, the cover. Just try and keep it upright so you do come through the centre of the spine. That's the only thing here. It is easy to go left or right, or up or down. Let's go all the way through. Now I've got some thin pages here, so I might have to protect some of them once this has gone through. There's a strange old way of doing it, Denise. You haven't even gone through yet. There we go. We're through. I do hope I didn't have my head in there. I know I say that a lot, but with this new camera angle, the camera is right above me and very close to me. And yeah, I have to admit again, I often get up and do my first video. I'll get up with my hubby as he goes to work, which is, well, I was up at 6 this morning, he gets up at 7. Have I done that one? Have I only done one? Gosh. Yeah, and do my first video, have a cup of tea and do my first video. Before I then go and brush my hair and clean my teeth and all those things. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you saw my head, I haven't brushed my hair yet. Oh, now this one's just missed that middle card, which is what I wanted it in there for. Should have maybe put another Edith Holden one in. Never mind. Alright, so I'll try and put green in the middle of the signature then, so that we've got an Edith Holden card front and back. There we go. Lovely. Was that them all, or have I still got one to go? Still got one. Yeah. You know what I'm doing now, don't you? I don't need to tell you. Oh, that went through easy. I had a feeling I'd done it for a moment. Yeah, so my job this afternoon is I need to change my address on things again. We're like wanderlust. We're wanderers anyway, constantly changing our address and moving about. Just noticed that I've got the clip on the front of there and the back of the others. What did I say in the middle? The green. Should we go with yellow? Yellow, green, blue. No, I like that blue actually. Let's go with blue, green, yellow. So that's the front, so we want the back one. I don't know why I always start with the back, I just do. I find it easier. I have tried starting in the middle, and that was not, I've only done it the once, I think. It didn't go well, so I don't know, maybe I should try it again, but perhaps off camera. So I'm going with a nice dark thread rather than one that's going to show up too much. It is going to show up, obviously. I need to think about what needle I'm going to use. I haven't thought about that. I suppose I need a fairly long one. So I think I told you that I've now got my husband's old phone for filming on. I'm actually filming on mine at the moment. That's not very long, is it? Well, that's got quite a big eye in it. We'll go with a short one with a smaller eye. So yeah, I've got two phones here. And yesterday when I was filming, I forgot to silence the one that I wasn't using. And I have silenced it now, but my husband's phone is vibrating, so he's obviously got it on vibrate. It had it on vibrate as well as the sound, which I never noticed before. Right, so I'm going through the middle of the back signature, and I'm going through the middle of the back hole there. Okay, that bit's easy. Pull it through and leave a string in the middle. Top, so I'm going in line there, through the top hole in the spine, and then through the top hole in the signature, maybe, if it'll let me. Yeah, it just feels like something's not. That's it. That's it. You can just tell with the resistance when you're not in the right place. So in theory, she says, the first one should go reasonably straightforward. Yeah, because you're not fighting anything particularly. When we get to the second one, we're fighting the the signature that we've just put in a little bit. Yep, so through that hole there. Sorry if I was off camera then. Yeah, so that's definitely the easy bit of any signature, getting it to that point. So you've got like that straight line there and one thread coming up through the middle. What we now need is to go back through that hole, the middle hole, oops, there, that the very first one came out of, and not split the thread. Well, it's not too difficult in the spine. This is where the chances are you can put your needle through the thread, especially seeing as I use such a sharp needle. Most of the time. Are we through? We are through, but I feel like, excuse me a minute, I feel like I might have gone through that, I don't know. Let's pull it through and see, and then we can deal with it once it's through if we have. Are we? That's it. Yeah, I can see we have, but it will be quite easy to separate it because I can see. That's it, so they're both separate now. And then you just put one of those under there, so you've got one either side of that. I know most of you, or a lot of you, know how to do this, but there's always somebody new who doesn't. Make sure it's nice and taut on the outside. Don't pull it too tight. Yeah, make sure you're either side of that. And then a knot one way, and then if you can did I do it that way once? Yeah, turn the threads the other way around to do your second one. Yeah, and a lot of people say 3, but I'm not going to do 3, I'm only going to do 2. And in theory, oh, my notch is near the top. Look, I didn't measure the notch, did I, when I measured the tab there, when I measured the actual page. We are in just. It'll be interesting to see if the others are. And we can take those off. It can always be trimmed, that tab, if it becomes either a pain or we don't like the look of it. Yeah, so number 1's in. Lovely. What did we say in the middle? Green, because this is the one where the card doesn't go all the way, isn't it? So make sure we've got the top to the top, which we have because of the tab there. Thread again. 2, 3. 3 times the height of the cover. That's it. And then we start all over again, but like I say, not so easy this time because we've got that other signature. So through the middle hole that we made, leave a decent thread in there, and then make sure you're in the right hole here, so it's the next one along, the middle hole of the spine. That's it. Turn it round and back in the top. Again, make sure you're in line because it's easy to go across to the wrong one. You want to be in the middle one again. I say it's easy because I do it all the time. That's it. Okay, so just watch with that one. I pulled that through a bit then. You don't pull it all the way through. Through the top hole that we made in the signature. Okay, I need to be careful here because it's not through the card. That's it. The whole point of that card was to stop me. Oh, why don't you want to come through? What's up with you? I don't know. Was I just being weedy? Yeah, the whole point of that card was to protect the paper. So this one's probably going to come under a bit of strain, and then all the way down to the bottom hole that we created. We can always put washi on it if it comes into a hole, or a bit of lace or a bit of glue or anything. Don't stress it. It's just I was hoping to avoid that by putting that card in. Okay, so, and again, make sure you're in line at the middle hole at the bottom. Yeah, we're nearly there. Just a tricky bit again now, which is through the middle hole that we've just come out of, and then this one. Yeah, see if we can do it without splitting the. Doesn't want to go through at all. Not anywhere near. Can just feel the resistance, so I'm not quite. Oh, it is, it's through. So let's pull both threads through and see. Yeah, I've gone through it again, look. I always do. I think it's to do with me using such a sharp needle. I find the sharp needle easier to use, so yeah, all I need to do is separate it out. And obviously I've split the thread, which isn't ideal, but it's waxed, so it's protected to some degree. Took one under there, so we've got one either side, and then yeah, pull it taut. It's a little bit baggy, that one. Pull it nice and taut. That's better, but not too tight, because all you'll do if you pull it too tight is just rip the pages. So right over left and left over right to knot it. Are you nice and secure? You are. Take those off. You know how to do it now, don't you? You could tell me. We've done it so often. Yeah, it's filling up nicely though. Yeah, I like those tabs up there. Okay, so let's hope this one goes just as well, touch wood, and then jobs are good. I'll finally have my Edith Holden cover journal. Where's the thread? 1, 2, 3. I'm really looking forward to spring, guys. Are you? It's going to be nice planting up a new garden. The garden is well, there's a huge greenhouse that's going. We don't mind having a greenhouse, but it's absolutely enormous. So I think the gentleman who lived there before us, you know, loved his plants. But the garden itself, there's quite a bit of hard standing drive and pebbles and things like that. But the garden itself has very little in it in the way of shrubs or plants or anything. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Expensive, because gosh, these things are not cheap, are they? So we won't be doing it all at once, but yeah, it'll be nice choosing exactly what we have in the garden and putting our own stamp on it this spring. So that's something to look forward to, and you know, even more so if I'll be out of pain and I'll be able to do some of the gardening, which I used to love, not massively, but love pottering around in the garden and such like, whereas for the last few years I've just had to sit on the chair, and last couple of years make suggestions, which sometimes went down well, sometimes didn't, as you can imagine. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to spring anyway, but yeah, even more so being able to go out and garden, be in the garden. I bet you guys are too. Okay, so I'm not talking you through this one because it'd be boring. I've done it twice now already. That's it. I'm just in this one, and we've done a few just lately if you've been with me. Okay, am I going to split the thread again? That's the question, isn't it? Let's try pulling it to one side and see if that makes any difference. Well, it went through easy. Let's pull it and see. Oh, I don't think I have, you know. That was, yeah, maybe I should have done that before. Pulled it to one side to keep it out of the way. Go on under. We're nearly there. Yep, so one either side. Pull it fairly tight. Make sure it's straight and taut out there. They look nice, don't they? Oh, that's it. I pulled it taut, but then I let it go when I was fiddling. Yeah, nice and taut, and right over left knot, and then a left over right is what I do. I'm going to leave the threads. I don't think I'll put dangles on them because I can't put it on the shelf with dangles on. That's the only thing. Unless I put some up the top, I could put a punch hole in the top and have some dangles up there. But I'm going to leave them for now while I decide, because I will do some more filming on this, you know, filling it, putting some embellishments in and filling it. I absolutely love it. I still haven't got that it's still here waiting. Ding ding ding. Yeah, so this is going on here, and I have actually really here I've got some brads, because if you remember I said I only had really tiny or really huge brads. You probably can't see them in there like this. So I saw these on Tanya's Amazon storefront. I'll show you a bigger one. They come in two different sizes, look, and 4 colours. But they're like the screws. Isn't that gorgeous? You see the screw head on it. Now obviously I'll be using the little tiny ones. Yeah, because they'll only be like kind of glued in. They won't go right through. Oh, they're not. They haven't got the screw heads on them. They're just like little tacks. Oh, don't think I'll get that big one in there. Maybe not then. Maybe not. But yeah, that will be going on there with some pretend brads anyway. So let's have a look. See what we've achieved. See if we've put anything upside down. Yes, I don't actually mind the white too much because it is all the way round and even. There. That's that upside down page. Yeah, here I will ink them up and what have you. Oh, I've got 2 of those together. Wasn't paying much attention there, was I? Not that it matters. Right, do I need to show you all 3 of these? Still got glue on the bottom bit of that page. That's interesting. Might leave it actually. That's where it was glued into the book. Yeah, that wants a tip in on the other side, but obviously it's going to be chunky, isn't it, when it gets a few pockets and things in it. I love it though. Yeah, I really do love it. It's going to be a lovely big. So I might have to have a go at another one, you know, for the other side of my op and my recuperation. I might have to have a go at one, and maybe for my 1000 subby giveaway. Yeah, that might be a good idea to make one of these in a book cover with 3. In fact, I have got another Edith Holden book. If I take it apart, I might use that again and do that for my 1000 subby giveaway. Yeah, That would be nice, wouldn't it? With 3 signatures like this and all eclectic. Yeah, I won't go through all. Oh, I am halfway through, am I? I was going to say I won't go through them all and show you, because yeah, it's going to be the same all the way through. We've got the same papers, haven't we? But I just want to show you where the signatures end and what the gap's like. So are we nearly there? We must nearly be there. Yep. Yep, there. So you can see how they've got like nice, evenly spaced gaps, which will fill in with when I start filling this between. Yeah, I love everything about this journal. I'm so pleased that that other signature didn't fit now, because I love the eclecticness of all these pages in here. I think they just fit beautifully. Absolutely love that fabric up the middle from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, so it's kind of a book of memories already, isn't it? Because that's beautiful fabric from Tanya. My husband bought me this calendar with the William Morris paper on, and obviously this is my first ever Edith Holden cover. The chipmunk is from Caroline, with from Dream with Caroline. So yeah, it's a book of memories already, even without anything in it. Oh yeah, really pleased. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, give me a thumbs up or chat with me, that would be nice. Let me know if you've enjoyed watching it too, and yeah, like I say, at some point in the not too distant future we'll work on filling it. Okay guys, hope you have a lovely day, and please come back and see me tomorrow. Bye for now.